Hold up before you leave that man. Now, ladies, gather round because Joe Eric's about to drop some knowledge on you. We got to talk about relationships, specifically when fellas mess up. And I ain't saying it's right, but sometimes you got to look at the bigger picture. We all know cheating ain't cool, hurts like heck. But before you go throwing his clothes out the window, let's talk about why you might want to think twice before leaving a good man who's strayed. I'm not saying that cheating is good, but these are the reasons you should not break up with a good guy for cheating. Let's keep it real, ladies. We often find ourselves caught up in the allure of something new, something seemingly better. But before you jump ship, take a moment to reflect on what you already have. Relationships are complex, and every person comes with their own set of challenges and quirks. Men by nature are hunters. They thrive on the chase, the thrill of the pursuit. It's a primal instinct that's been ingrained in them for centuries. This doesn't mean they're incapable of commitment, but it does mean that the excitement of something new can be tempting. It's in their DNA to chase. This drive can sometimes lead them astray, but it doesn't define their entire character. Understanding this can help you navigate the complexities of a relationship with a man who might occasionally get distracted. Now that don't make it right, but understand, just cause you find a new fella doesn't mean he ain't got that same instinct. The new guy might seem perfect at first, but remember, everyone has their flaws. The grass might look greener, but it often has its own set of weeds. Think about it. If he was willing to leave his woman for you, what makes you think he won't do the same down the line? Loyalty is a trait that takes time to prove, and actions speak louder than words. If he left someone for you, he might leave you for someone else. These streets are full of temptations, and most men are loyal has their options. The world is full of distractions, and it's easy to get caught up in the excitement of something new. A man can truly value his relationship, but still cheat if he gets the opportunities. It's like this. You got a good man, a little rough around the edges maybe, made a mistake, but he's trying. Nobody's perfect, and everyone makes mistakes. The key is to recognize when someone is genuinely trying to make amends and improve. You throw him back in that sea, who knows what kind of shark you're going to reel in next time. The dating world is unpredictable, and while you might find someone new, there's no guarantee they'll be better. In fact, they might come with their own set of challenges that you hadn't anticipated. You might end up with a dude who's slicker, yeah, but slick ain't always better. Charm can be deceiving, and a smooth talker might be hiding more than you realize. It's important to look beyond the surface and see the true character of a person. He might be smooth, talking his way into other women's DMs while you none the wiser. In today's digital age, it's easier than ever to be unfaithful. Social media provides countless opportunities for secret interactions, and a charming man might be taking full advantage of that. Point is, ladies, don't be so quick to think the next one's going to be Mr. Perfect. Perfection is an illusion, and every person has their own set of flaws. It's important to weigh the pros and cons and not rush into a new relationship thinking it will solve all your problems. Chances are he's got his own set of flaws, and they might be a whole lot worse than what you're dealing with now. The unknown can be daunting, and while the new guy might seem great at first, his flaws will eventually come to light. It's crucial to consider whether you're willing to deal with a new set of issues. You got to ask yourself, is it worth the risk? Starting over can be exciting, but it also comes with its own set of challenges. You have to weigh the potential benefits against the risks and decide if it's truly worth it. Starting over, learning a whole new person only to find out they got the same issues, maybe even more. Building a new relationship from scratch takes time and effort. You have to get to know a new person, understand their quirks and navigate their flaws. And there's always the possibility that their issues might be even more challenging than what you're dealing with now. Sometimes that devil you know is better than the devil you don't. Familiarity can be comforting. And while your current relationship might have its problems, at least you know what you're dealing with. The unknown can be much more daunting. Now, I ain't saying you got to stay in something that's toxic, but if he's a good man who slipped up, weigh your options carefully. Every relationship has its ups and downs, and it's important to distinguish between a toxic situation and a good person who made a mistake. Counseling and open communication can often help mend the cracks. Don't let the allure of something new blind you to the good thing you might already have. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement of a new relationship, but don't let that overshadow the positive aspects of your current one. Sometimes the best things in life are right in front of you. Remember, a man who's truly sorry and willing to work on things is a rare find these days. Genuine remorse and a willingness to improve are valuable traits. If you have a partner who's committed to making things right, it might be worth giving them another chance. Now, ladies, let's talk about this whole body count thing. It's a topic that often gets swept under the rug, but it's time we bring it to the forefront. I know it's a sensitive subject, but we've got to keep it 100. We need to have these conversations openly and honestly because they impact our lives in ways we might not even realize. The more partners you have, the harder it can be to find a man who's going to commit for the long haul. It's not just about numbers. It's about the emotional baggage that comes with each relationship. Think about it from a man's perspective. Men often feel a sense of pride and exclusivity in their relationships. They want to feel like they're the first and only choice. He wants to feel like he's special, like he's the one you've chosen above all others. This feeling of being unique and irreplaceable is crucial for many men. But if you've got a long list of past lovers, it can make him feel insecure, like he's just another notch on your bedpost. This insecurity can eat away at the foundation of your relationship. Now, I ain't saying you got to be a nun, but you got to understand, men and women, we wired different. Our experiences shape us and they shape how we view relationships. Men, we got this thing about possessiveness, about knowing we're the only one. It's primal, deep down. It's not just about control. It's about feeling secure and valued. And the more experience you have, the more comparisons he's going to make in his head. He'll start to wonder if he measures up to the others, if he's enough for you. He's going to wonder if he measures up to the others, if you're thinking about them when you're with him. These thoughts can create a barrier between you two, making it hard to build trust. It creates doubt, insecurity, and that's a recipe for disaster in a relationship. Doubt can lead to jealousy, and jealousy can lead to arguments and misunderstandings. It can lead to jealousy, arguments, even infidelity down the line. When trust is broken, it's hard to mend, and the relationship can suffer irreparably. So, ladies, protect your heart, protect your future. Be mindful of the choices you make and how they can impact your future relationships. Be mindful of your past and how it can affect your present and future relationships. Every experience shapes you, but it doesn't have to define you. A man who truly loves you will accept you for who you are, past and all. True love is about acceptance and understanding, not judgment, but don't make it harder on yourself by giving him more reasons to doubt. Be open, be honest, but also be wise in your choices. Remember, true love is about building a future together, not dwelling on the past. It's about creating new memories and experiences that strengthen your bond. Choose your partners wisely and don't let your past define your future happiness. Your future is in your hands and you have the power to shape it. Embrace your past, learn from it, but don't let it hold you back. Move forward with confidence and build the life and love you deserve. Chapter 3, the clock is ticking. All right, ladies, let's get real for a minute. We live in a world where time is one of our most precious commodities. Every second that ticks away is a moment we can't get back, and when it comes to love and relationships, this couldn't be more true. Time waits for no one, especially when it comes to love and relationships. The days turn into weeks, the weeks into months, and before you know it, years have passed. It's easy to get caught up in the hustle and bustle of life, but we must remember that our time is finite. Now, I ain't saying you got to go rushing into anything, but you got to understand, men, we got a biological clock too, just ticks a little different than yours. While women often feel the pressure of their biological clock in terms of fertility, men also face their own set of challenges as they age. See, as women get older, your beauty, it evolves. It's not just about physical appearance, it's about the confidence and wisdom that come with age. You become more self-assured, more aware of what you want and what you deserve. You become more distinguished, more elegant. Your experiences shape you into a more refined version of yourself. This evolution is something to be celebrated, not feared, but men, we wired to be attracted to youth, to fertility. It's instinctual, something ingrained in us since the dawn of time. This doesn't mean that older women aren't attractive. It's just that our primal instincts often drive our initial attractions. It's instinctual, something ingrained in us since the dawn of time. Our ancestors relied on these instincts to ensure the survival of the species. While society has evolved, These deep-seated instincts remain a part of our nature. Now, that don't mean you ain't beautiful at any age, because you are. Beauty is not confined to youth. It transcends age. It's about how you carry yourself, how you treat others, and the energy you bring into a room. But you got to understand, the older you get, the pickier you got to be. You have to be more discerning about who you let into your life. Your time is valuable, and you can't afford to waste it on people who don't appreciate you. You ain't got the luxury of time to waste on fellas who ain't serious, who ain't about building something real. It's important to recognize the signs early on and make decisions that align with your long-term goals. So, if you got a good man, even if he slipped up, but he's trying, he's committed, you've got to weigh your options carefully. Relationships are about growth and understanding. Sometimes a mistake can be a stepping stone to a stronger bond. Is it worth throwing away a potentially good thing for a chance at something that might not even be out there? The grass isn't always greener on the other side. Sometimes it's about watering the grass you already have. Don't get me wrong, you deserve happiness. You deserve a man who worships the ground you walk on. But you also have to recognize that perfection doesn't exist. It's about finding someone who is perfect for you, flaws and all, but you also got to be realistic. Life is about balance, and sometimes that means making tough choices. It's about understanding what you can and cannot compromise on. The dating pool ain't getting any bigger as you get older. The options may become fewer, but that doesn't mean you should settle. It means you should be more strategic in your approach. So ladies, don't let pride or anger cloud your judgment. Emotions can be powerful, but they shouldn't dictate your decisions. Take a step back, breathe, and think things through. Sometimes, forgiveness and understanding are the keys to a lifetime of happiness. Holding on to grudges can weigh you down, but letting go can set you free. Don't let time slip away chasing after something that might not even exist. Focus on what you have, appreciate the present, and make the most of every moment. Time is precious, and how you spend it defines your life. At the end of the day, ladies, it's your life, your choice. But I'm here to tell you, love ain't always easy. It's about forgiveness, understanding, and fighting for what you believe in. If you've got a man who loves you, who provides for you, who protects you, even if he stumbles, think long and hard before you walk away. Good men are hard to find and even harder to keep. So choose wisely, love strong, and remember, sometimes a little forgiveness can go a long way. In conclusion, just make sure that guy is worth cheating. He protects you, provides for you, etc.